Hey everyone, today we're having a look at the Taylor's Eyewitness, which was a loan from Slick Slicers. Thank you very much, Eric, greatly appreciated. If you head on over to Eric's channel and have a look at the review of this, he'll tell you, as he knows obviously a lot more about it than I, that the gentleman that made this, I think a Mr. Lee White, was apprenticed to the gentleman that made this, Michael May. So, this thing, very high quality, I can tell you straight from the start. So just looking at this straight away, you've got this top bit, which is the tang's perfectly lined up, so you get a nice flat finished edge. All along here is lovely and all in line, beautifully well done. There's no raised bump bits anywhere on this knife. It's all exactly as you'd hope it would be. The pull is a little bit hard. It's not over the top, but it's stronger than I'd like it to be. But, you know, a lot of people really prefer a strong back spring, so there's that. It has no stop pin in here with brass liners though, but the actual blade comes nowhere near the liner anyway, so you don't need to worry about that too much. You have these elongated bolsters here with Taylor's Eyewitness stamped on them, as well as on the actual blade itself there. You have an absolutely mirror polish blade. Let me just wipe those smudges off. There we go. Absolutely mirror polish. Look at that. You can bet you can't really see any of the grit lines in that. That's just, look at that. Really, really well done. You get a wonderful choice of handle materials. You can get mother of pearl, which again you'll see if you head on over to Slick's channel. I don't know what this is. I think this is this amber or resin? Whatever it is, it's very pretty. You get like different colour strands in there, and then some crazy reflective material in there. Very nice, whatever that is, but I'm just not familiar with it. The blade is a very large clip point, and it is a nail nick opening, but quite rightly so, because it's such a fierce opening. Eric's put on a little pull tab there, just to make it easier to grab and open. And I'd agree. You sort of do want that, really. It does sort of get in the way of the cutting path, but this is a very, very strong back spring, so I think I'd have something like that on there as well. So this is really, really nicely made. I do love this. This is definitely one of the better Sheffield makers at the moment, along with Michael May, and there's a couple of good ones on SheffieldTrading.com. Again, that'll be in the description, so have a look at that. But I don't think this is for me. I just, because of the spring strength, so obviously the reason it's got such a strong spring is to accommodate for that. And by the way, it's got a lovely walk and talk. Before I go into that, that sounds phenomenal. That's a very nice commanding. But where he's got it so it's, when the blade's not out, you've got a perfectly just flat bit there every single time. That does make a very fierce pull open, and at the same time it's easier to put from open to the half stop than it is from the half stop to the close, and to get to there is harder than to get to there. So I mean, I think that's a bit of a wasted spring strength on that, just there. Although Like I said, if it was that strong, if it was that easy to open as well, like across the whole board, I think I'd be a lot happier with this knife. But because of the initial from here, how hard that is to open. I mean, it's by no means impossible. It's just harder than I like. Like I said, I just don't think it's really for me. I really like the designs on these. I also think maybe stamping Taylor's Eyewitness on it 3 times is a bit much. But again, it's how they do things, and the stamping is really well done. Like, so, I mean, if we have a look here, this is a really nice deep stamp, but you've sort of lost your England under the bolster there, so it's a bit of an odd one. This is very finely done, very clear. Nothing's like lost in translation. You know, there's no like half like marks or anything. You can clearly read everything that's supposed to be on there, and it's all visible. So the marking on this is very well done. It's just, like I said, do you really need it 3 times? The same thing. Maybe one of these could have been like a Lee White or something, or the blade material or something like that. But you know, I'm more of a modern pocket knife guy anyway. This is very much a traditional. So, but yeah, if you're into that, this is exquisite quality. I can absolutely assure you of that. There's nothing on this jumps out at me as being off or not as intended or a mistake. It's all design features implemented as they were intended. There we go. The Taylor's Eyewitness, quality traditional. Thank you very much.